Shalom. This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, the Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. And the title of this lesson is We're in Training to Be Kings. So this training is not going to be, a walk through the park. It's going to be, it's called, this reason why the scriptures call it the fiery trial. All right. We're being tried. We're being molded through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to be kings and rulers over the other nations. All right. So I want to start with this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. Actually, a lot of these chapters going from, let me see. Let's go back. Yeah, especially this is one of my favorite chapters, Wisdom of Solomon 3. It talks about, as a matter of fact, let me read 3 and 6 before I go to chapter 6. It says, as gold in the furnace had he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. All right. So this is the tryout, or should I say the training, to be a king over the nations. Which the Lord is gonna, he's gonna put everything in front of us, and we just gotta deal with it through the Spirit. And he's not going to put too much on us that we can't handle. Scriptures go into that as well. All right, let's go to verse chapter 6, Wisdom of Solomon 6. And I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down. It says, hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. So the Lord has put us to be judges. And, a lot of people, as a matter of fact, I was looking at this video. It was a young lady. She was saying that the Lord, showed her certain things. She went to heaven and she saw the angels dancing and one thing that she mentioned, she was doing a lot of crying. The guy that was recording, he was like, hey, you got to pull yourself together. But, she kept saying the same thing, is everything is not what you think. The Lord is getting ready to come back. You need to get yourself together. So, I mean, that's for a lot of people. I mean, that's true. She didn't say the Lord's name. She didn't really go into details what she saw. She did say the angels she saw their wings and they had on like a sheer and they was dancing. But it could have been like a energy or a brightness around them that looked like a sheer. I don't know. But she was saying this is what she saw. And she was like in tears. Like she couldn't. It was hard for her to control herself because of what she saw. And but yeah, she said that men was telling her that the Lord is coming back. They need to get themselves together. But one thing that she did mention, she said the Lord said, don't stop judging people. But the scriptures say a righteous man judges all things. So I don't know if what the way she meant that, but hey, we have to be judges. We have to judge all things. All right. That's how we know who's the righteous and who's the wicked, because we want to keep ourselves away from the wicked. We want to keep ourselves away from anything that could take us out of this truth. So yeah, we have to judge all things. It says, give ear, verse 2, give ear ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord Yahweh, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High. So these are the people that's not gonna get it. All right. But the main point was the Lord said he's going to try your works. And that's why we being tried. That's why we going through certain things. That's why this walk is not easy. A lot of men, when they first come into this thing, you just go through it. You go through it. I know I have some things that the Lord is going to put in front of me because the scriptures already let us know, hey, this is going to happen. You're going to have to go through this. It was at one point where I thought I was getting ready to purchase a house, and I actually lost my home, the current home I was in. And me and my family, we didn't have a place. We was homeless. I mean, we still had a roof over our heads. We was able to stay with family, you know, and also the brothers in the camp, they helped me out as far as certain things, dealing with certain things. But yeah, that was a trying time. But I already know it's going to be more times. I'm actually hoping the Lord brings these things because you're not just going to go through this thing and the Lord is not going to try you. If the Lord is not trying you, he's not dealing with you. That's why when you read, I believe it's Romans 5, it says, take it cheerfully. Let me see if I can get it. Romans 5, and I think it's verse 3. This is a good one, but this is yeah, that's a good scripture, but that's not what I was looking for. Let me see. I think it's in Sirach. Is it Sirach 2? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and read this because this is on point as well. This is one of pretty much on the same topic. It says, start from the top. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And this is what I wanted to get. This is what I was looking for. It says, verse 4, whatsoever is bought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So yeah, we really need to, when the Lord put us through certain things, of course it's gonna get us down. But you be like, oh, this is the Lord just, allowing Satan to attack me. This is the Lord just put me through another test. And it takes the sting out of the hard time that you're going through. As long as you got your life, your health. I mean, his brother's going through certain things that's taking a toll on their health. Injuries and all kind of stuff. This is just, it's part of the walk. It's just part of the walk. All right, let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon. And I was at chapter 6. Okay, I read that. Well, that was pretty much it in Wisdom of Solomon. Let me get this one in Revelations 2 and 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right, so there we go again. The Lord is gearing us up and building us up in the spirit to have power over these nations. All right, the Lord is not going to just let anybody rule in his kingdom. It has to be acceptable men. And how do you become acceptable? Going through the fire. So yeah, just look forward to losing on this side. Look forward to losing. You know, whether it's someone close to you, whether it's a material thing, where you might have your health you might have to battle something health wise. You know, finances, jobs, all kind of stuff. It could be your own spirit, demons in your head. Brothers go through that too. So yeah, I mean, we got the most important thing is enduring. Whatever the Lord throw in front of you, just you gotta pretty much drink it. And then the scriptures say this is just a little chastisement compared to the reward we're gonna receive. So hey, yeah, just hey, you know, it's easier said than done, but just understand that the Lord has to do these things for you to be accepted as a king in the kingdom of heaven. So the Lord dealing with us. You know, Lord's willing, we can continue and endure unto the end, and these things don't affect us or take us out of the spirit. So I pray that this was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rahakwadash. Double honor to some of the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect.